The Real Mccoys, starring Walter Brennan, created by Irving Pincus.
Want you to meet the family known as the Real Mccoys. That's Grandpappy Amos, the head of the clan. He roars like a lion, but he's gentle as a lamb. And now here's Luke, who beams with joy since he made Mrs. Luke McCoy. From West Virginia they came to stay in sunny California. Old Grandpappy Amos and the girls and the boys of the family known as the Real McCoys.
Oh, Arthur, please. Take me back again. Please. Please. Arthur, don't go. I beg of you. Answer me.
Don't answer, Arthur. Leave us supper. Good. Attaboy.
Grandpa, how can you talk that way? Look how cruel he is.
Now, look. When a woman starts pulling crosswise in a harness, she needs a strong hand, wherever it lands on her.
Look, everybody.
Well, that's wonderful, Hassie.
I got an A on it.
Hey, you did a real pretty job, Hass. That's very good.
It's been on display at the bank for 2 weeks.
What'd you say?
It's about adult education and the night classes they're having at our high school.
That sounds wonderful.
What's wonderful about it?
Well, Grandpa, all education is good. It makes you a better person, a more complete person.
Well, you just show me where I got something missing. Go on, I dare you.
Well, it took education to make that television set.
Well, every once in a while, something worthwhile leaks through.
If I would have stayed in school, do you know where I'll be today?
Where?
Still in school. I could never pass anything.
Hassie, when do these classes start?
Tonight. And they teach almost everything.
Gee, this sounds kind of interesting.
Well, wait a minute, Sugar Babe. You ain't thinking of going to school again at your age.
Why not?
Well, you're a married woman. I mean, you don't need to learn nothing anymore.
I didn't even finish high school, and there ain't a day passes I'm not sorry about it.
Well, you can learn anything you need to know on the other end of a broom.
If you want to take English, Mr. Venable's teaching it. He's awful nice.
English? Well, that sounds like a good place to start at. How about it, Luke? Why don't we go?
Well, I don't need no English lessons. I speak it like a native.
Yeah, I can understand every word he says.
Grandpa, this is a different kind of English. Well, it's good English, like they write in books and magazines and on the back of medicine bottles. Hassie, how many nights a week are the classes?
Just twice, and only for 2 hours.
You ain't really thinking of going to school, are you, Sugar?
You won't hardly know I'm gone.
Boy, you just fell into a 100-foot well, head first.
Well, it wasn't my idea, Grandpa. You seen how she sprung it on me.
Now, look, when a woman gets educated, she changes. Being a woman and a wife don't mean nothing no more. It's just showing you how much smarter she is what counts. Now, if you don't go in there right now and stop her, you're going to be miserable the rest of your whole unhappy life.
All right. All right, I'll stop her, Grandpa. My own way.
Oh, Arthur, I'll do anything you want. I'll scrub and clean and wash and wait on your hand and foot.
Ah! Not yet, Arthur. Not until she promises to milk the cows and paint the barn.
I miss you when you go to school, Sugar Babe.
I'm going to miss you too, Luke.
You might spend so much time in night school that you won't have no time for me.
That'd be awful, wouldn't it?
Sure would. You know, it ain't right for us to be separated.
Well, I feel the same way, Luke.
Well, then we kind of see eye to eye on this?
That's right.
Good.
You go to school with me.
Yeah. Oh, no, Sugar Babe. No, you don't understand.
Well, you can sit in the desk next to me in class, and we can be together.
Well, that's right, yeah, but
and after we finish school and we're driving home, we could sit and park the way we used to.
Well, see, the only problem is if you're going to...
Get it all settled, did you, Luke?
Oh, yeah, it's all settled, Grandpa.
You know, you gotta kind of nip them things in the bud.
I'll be ready to go in a minute, Lou.
Well, that's what I call smart thinking. Kind of easing the hurt by taking her to the movies.
Well, no, Grandpa. You see,
The supermarket?
yeah, no.
Down the freeway to watch the traffic jams, huh?
Luke, we better hurry if we're going to get to school.
You lost!
Yeah, Grandpa. And if you was 20 years younger, you'd understand why.
Well, now that we have all registered and you've found seats, let me introduce myself. I'm Mr. Venable, your teacher. And this is a course in English. Its use and misuse. We're going to learn all about grammar, the parts of speech, adjectives, adverbs, gerunds, conjunctions, transitive and intransitive verbs.
This is beginning to sound hard, Sugar Babe. Maybe we ought to quit.
Young man, we have a lot of work to accomplish here tonight. May I ask that you refrain from talking to that lady?
Oh, that's no lady. That's my wife. Ain't nothing funny about what I said.
Forgive me, young man, but since this is a course in English, perhaps we could call attention to some of the more common errors that we just heard. For example, his use of the word they for there. His use of the word ain't, a dreadful interloper in our language. The double negative, ain't nothing. Well, let's not dwell on it any longer. Now, let's go to the parts of speech.
And house is a noun.
Very good. Sit down, please. Young man? Young man.
Oh, was you calling me?
Were you calling me?
No, I wasn't calling you. You was calling me.
Would you come up here, please? Please? Now, what part of speech is this?
Is. Is an article?
No.
It's a noun?
No.
Oh, yeah, I got it. Yeah, it's one of them verbs.
You're right. It's one of them. It's a verb. So far, so good. Now, what part of speech is big?
Big. Big is, big, well, it's big is what it is. Yeah. Well, it's got to be something. It wouldn't just be sitting up there for nothing. Big is, is a what, Sugar Babe?
Adjective. And is a conjunction, and fierce is an adjective. Would you sit down, please? Now, we're going to write a composition. A very short one. Only 25 words on why I took this course in English. I'll give you just 5 minutes.
Because I wish to speak better, and that is why I am taking this class.
Very good. Thank you. And now, Mrs. McCoy, may we hear your 25 words on why you're taking the class?
Oh, yes, sir. Understanding the language better will help me to understand the world I live in better and be a better citizen. That is why I am taking this class.
Thank you. Splendid. And now, Mr. McCoy, may we hear yours?
I am taking this class in English
Because there are many big and little words I do not understand the meaning of. And that is...
That is what?
That is 25 words. Well, sure a nice night, ain't it?
It's all right.
Did you ever see the stars so bright?
Lots of times.
It's a nice warm night. It's just a perfect night for parking, ain't it? What's the matter, sugar babe?
Luke, I've never been so embarrassed in all my life.
It's all right. We're married.
I'm talking about the way you acted in class. You may have thought you was funny, but I didn't.
Well, I wasn't trying to be funny. I was doing the best I could.
I thought I would just die when you got up to read why you was taking English, and you stopped right in the middle of no place.
He asked me for 25 words, and that's what I give him.
That wasn't very smart.
I ain't the one who thinks he's smart.
I give the right answers in class.
Oh, what are you trying to do? Prove that you're smarter than I am?
I don't intend to discuss it.
Oh, you do think you're smarter than me.
Oh, Luke, let's go home. I've got a headache.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed it was getting swelled up.
How is the most beautiful Senora Kate in this, the most beautiful of all beautiful mornings?
Coffee, Peppino?
Sí, señora, gracias.
Ain't you eating, Luke?
I guess not.
Morning, everybody.
Oh, morning, Hash.
How was school last night?
Well, why don't you ask teacher's pet, Little Miss Pronoun?
If you spend less time trying to be funny and more time studying, you wouldn't have so much trouble in class. And if you want something to eat, you can get it yourself.
Well, that's the last time I'll ever come to breakfast and say, how was school last night?
Ashley, you're going to be late for school.
It's still early.
Well, it won't be by the time I get through whooping you for staying around where you ain't wanted.
I just left.
Well, Luke, you ready to tell me how right you think I was?
Just because she done a little better than me in class ain't no call for her to act so high and mighty.
Yeah, and this was just after the first lesson. I think what it'd be at graduating time.
Yeah.
Luke, you're going to learn about your fire and brimstone while you're still on this earth.
No, I ain't. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go in there right now, and I'm going to tell her she's got to quit school and no ifs, ands, or buts.
Now, set yourself down. Set yourself down. You do that, and all she's going to say is you stopped her because you was afraid she'd show you up.
Then I'll quit.
Well, that's worse.
Grandpa, you ain't suggesting I burn the school down, are you?
Now, Luke, all your life, your grandpa's been shielding you and protecting you and getting you out of trouble. Ain't that so?
Yeah, that's right, Grandpa.
Well, no more. Because there comes a time in every man's life when he's got to stand on his own 2 feet and fight a woman.
Fight a woman?
And you're going to stay in that school, and you're going to outbrain her, outthink her, and outgrade her. And you're going to win all by yourself. Because I'm going to help you. again, are you, Kate?
Oh, yes, Grandpa. The test is tomorrow night, and there's an awful lot to learn.
Oh, yeah, it seems to me I heard somebody say something about tests. You know, Kate, there was other McCoys that tried this studying, too.
Oh?
Yeah, I had a second cousin, Barnaby McCoy. He went away to college. He'd gone 4 years. He come back a full-fledged barber. Had a diploma and everything. There's one thing, he had bad eyes, you know. And he went to shave his head. He couldn't find his face.
Grandpa, I'm trying to study.
Oh. Excuse me, Katie. I was going to the Grange tomorrow night. There's one of them socks with the holes in them is...
I darned them this afternoon.
Well, thank you, Kate. There was an extra...
I darned them, too. Grandpa, you ain't fooling me one little bit. Ain't you ashamed?
No, I ain't ashamed, Kate. I'm only thinking of the marriage of two of the people I love most in this whole world. You know, Kate, me and Grandma had a lot of wonderful years together. Happy years. I only wish there'd been more of them.
I never met her, Grandpa, but I understand she was wonderful.
She was more than that. She was smart, too. Yes, Grandma was mighty smart. You know why? 'Cause she never let me know how much smarter she was than me.
As soon as you finish the test, put your papers on my desk, and you may leave. Your grades will be sent to you in the mail.
Oh. How'd I do?
You passed.
C. Did you hear that? C. What'd Kate get? An A?
She got an F.
Oh, what do you know? She failed. Well, I guess that'll put her in her place. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go in there right now, and I'm going to look her straight in the eye, and I'm going to tell her that... Kate. Give me your card, Hass.
Thank you, Kate.
Kate, I know we ain't been talking much lately, but I got something important to tell you.
Important, Luke?
Our grades for the test just come in the mail.
Oh. What'd you get, Luke?
I gotta see.
Well, that's wonderful, Luke. You must be real proud of yourself.
What Kate get?
Well, Kate, you got an F. Sorry. I know how much it meant to you. I know how you must feel.
You have no idea how I feel, Luke.
Oh, it's all wrong. For that school to fail a smart girl like you and to pass a ninny like me?
Oh, no, Luke. It was all my fault. I guess I did all right in the classroom things because it was kind of easy like, but when it came to taking a big examination, well, I just didn't know how to study for it.
Well, if that's your problem, sugar babe, I'll help you with your studying from now on.
Oh, would you, Luke?
Count on it.
Grandma wasn't the only smart one.